programme, Geordieland 1892. Newcastle went to Anfield last night. Of course, if you were listening to any of the pundits during the week there or reading any newspapers, you would have found that everybody was basically predicting a cricket score. We were going to be annihilated, massacred, whatever, you know. It seemed to be nailed on in the opinion of everybody. It didn't happen. We did get beat, but actually we showed some quite good resilience last night. I thought we made it difficult for Liverpool, and you could see that by the eerie silences of the Liverpool fans through parts of the game. Thumbs up, obviously, to the Newcastle fans that travelled down to Anfield last night, because that's all you could hear on the TV. I was watching it on the TV, and that's all you could hear. It wasn't until later, much later on in the game, that I could hear the Anfield faithful. Now, obviously we go back. Well, let's step back a minute and let's go back to the King Power where we played Leicester City on Sunday. I mean, if we look at that game, knowing that we had to play Liverpool at Anfield last night, I can understand why people were saying that it was going to be a cricket score and a massive humping for Newcastle United. In the first half in that game, Newcastle played decently, to be fair, but the second half was an absolute nightmare. It was, oh my God, it was unbelievable. It was just a horror show, an absolute horror. The defence just capitulated. I don't know what they were doing. 6s and 7s at the back. It was absolutely terrible. A proper shite show it was. And I imagine Eddie Howe must have given them a proper rollicking after that game. Now, when we go back to the first half, obviously Newcastle did concede a penalty in the first half, which was against the run of play actually. And obviously Jamal Lascelles was adjudged to have fouled Maddison. Now, the more you look at it, obviously, Maddison, in my opinion, it's a massive dive. Lascelles does leave his leg in, a bit naive from him, but he gives Maddison that opportunity to go over the top of him. But it was a dive, in my opinion. Obviously, second half, we're 1-0 down. We should have kept our heads up, but what the hell happened at the back, I do not know. It was basically the Maddison show. He had a finger in every pie last Sunday. He had something to do with every goal, and eventually the fourth goal he scored it himself. So enough about that. And we talk again about the game last night at Anfield. And who would have believed it? 7 minutes on the clock, and John Joe Shelby comes up with a screamer. It bends into the net, giving the Liverpool goalkeeper absolutely no chance. He didn't even move, actually. Scoring against a previous club of his. Jordan Henderson trying to close him down, but just couldn't get there in time. And I was in euphoria. It was unbelievable. Yay! Fantastic. But then all of a sudden you come back down to earth and you think, well, how long can we weather the storm? And we weathered the storm until the 21st minute. And basically ball comes over to Jota. I tell you what, Dubravka makes an absolutely fantastic close range save there. I mean, last night he was absolutely unbelievable. Some of the saves he made, it was some absolutely fantastic goalkeeping by Dubravka last night. But anyway, back to the moment in hand, the 21st minute. Two of our players are down in the box. Isaac Hayden, suspected head injury. Should the referee have stopped the game? Well, we don't know. I mean, it happened so quick. I don't think there was really a lot of time to put the ball out. Obviously, if the game kept going, they couldn't take the goal away. Obviously, Dubravka making a great save, like I said, but, you know, Jota executed close range on the rebound. All said and done, a lot of people in the media today saying that, they thought that Isaac Hayden simulated it. I don't think that's the case. I think there was our lads on the floor, and I think they were both injured, really. But that passed us by. Tell us in your comments what you think about that. I'll leave that open to you. Obviously, like I say, I think it happened so quick. I think it was just kind of impossible to stop. But there you go. Obviously, first half Newcastle I thought they played quite well. There was some worrying times with Salah. Had a bit too much space. And he was cutting up the wing there. And eventually in the 25th minute, 4 minutes later, Salah got his goal. And it was a bad back pass from John Joe Shelby. It was really reckless in my opinion. He's done all that good work scoring the goal, and then he plays a back pass like that. Shocking. But never mind. Newcastle had their chances, few little chances. There was a penalty shout later on in the game when Fraser was set up and he was going into the box, but in reality it wasn't a penalty. The Liverpool defender got the ball, and it definitely wasn't a penalty in my opinion. Newcastle, much better performance. They played really, really well in my opinion. I wish they could play like that every week. If you think, playing against a really, really good team last night, a superior team in Liverpool, if we played like that against lesser opposition, we wouldn't be in the mess that we're in at this moment in time. So anyway, to finish it off, there was always that little bit of hope, you know what I mean? But it was finished off in the 87th minute by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and what a screamer it was. What a goal. It was an Exeter missile, that. It was unbelievable. There was no stopping that. And I applaud him. I applauded it. I was upset that we went 3-1 down in the 87th, but you had to applaud a goal like that, So that was that. We lost 3-1 at Anfield last night, but like I say, a much more hearty and better performance from Newcastle United. So obviously on Sunday we've got Manchester City at St James's Park, another really tough ask for Newcastle United. It's not going to be easy. And I think a lot of people have written this off already. Manchester City absolutely destroyed Leeds United during the week, beating them 7-0. It just shows what they can do when they're on their game. So Newcastle are really going to have to work damn hard again. And I've heard that Pep Guardiola probably won't be there. He won't be there to manage the team. Some kind of problem with COVID. I don't know whether he has COVID. I don't know. But he probably won't be travelling, pretty much. But I also have heard that the kickoff will be 15 minutes later than scheduled. It was supposed to be kickoff at 2:15. It will be 2:30, so that it gives a chance to people fill in their COVID forms and produce their passes and the like. So obviously, I don't think Callum Wilson will be starting against Manchester City. I think Eddie Howe's going to try and keep him out of that game and basically keep him for the Manchester United game and the Everton game. Other news, Newcastle United news, obviously. The glorious thing that people will see on Sunday when they go to the match is there is Sports Direct is no more in the stadium. At St James's Park, they have cleared out all the signs. Apparently there was 140 of the Sports Direct signs at Newcastle United, placed there by Mike Ashley on his free advertising vehicle. And apparently they've been painstakingly taking them all down. They were everywhere. They were absolutely everywhere. So when you go into St James's Park on Sunday, you will see a Sports Direct free zone, which is great. It's just another little piece in that puzzle, taking away his legacy from Newcastle United. Amanda Staveley had said that it was virtually impossible to have any kind of photo shoot in the ground without a Sports Direct sign in it. It just shows you, you know what I mean, some kind of advertising megalomaniac, God knows. But there again. So I'm glad to see they're all gone. Obviously, a little bit more news. We have been looking for, a director of sport to come into the club to help us with the January transfer window. And apparently, temporarily, they've appointed Nicky Hammond, ex-Celtic. He was at Celtic for 3 years. I don't think he was very popular with the Celtic fans, to be fair. But we've got him on a temporary basis, and he's going to be working with Eddie Howe and Steve Nixon throughout the January transfer window. And hopefully we can bring a couple of players in. Well, probably need more than a couple, to be fair. An interesting stat that I didn't realise, we hadn't even signed a centre-back since 2018. That's shocking, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Not one since 2018. Unbelievable. But we're going to be obviously in the shopping window, in the shopping market in January, looking for a couple of them. And I would say probably a couple of midfielders, in my opinion, and maybe a backup striker. Not going to name any names. I've got a list, but I'll put that on a bit later on one of the other videos. We've been linked with every player in the world basically so far, haven't we? I think actually last count was about 160 players, and probably 160 players that are never going to come to Newcastle United, to be fair, not at this moment in the time. So anyway, obviously, I wish the best of luck to the lads. I'll be watching on Sunday. I hope we can put in a decent performance against Manchester City. It's going to be tough. We know that. I've pretty much wrote this one off like I did the Liverpool game last night. Even though I was very, very happy with our performance last night. If we can put in a performance like that on Sunday, I'll be happy. That's all we ask as fans, that they put in more than 100% if they can. You know what I mean? So I'll be back soon. I'll be back after the Manchester City game, talk about that. I'll be talking about the next game, Manchester United. So from me, Geordieland 1892, I'm out.